Children and a handful of people enrolled in the institute are its rare visitors. At the first sight, it looks all blank, but pay a little more attention and writing is found in the form of embossed dots. It is Braille script, and this is the National Library for the Print Handicapped in the National Institute for Visually Handicapped, Dehradun. It started as National Library for the Blind in 1963. Some 38 years after its inception, this is the largest library of its kind in Asia. Thousands of volumes, but no ink splashed. Books here are in English, but no Roman script, and Hindi without Devanagari, a unique feature of this library. These bags are sent to the readers who are spread all over the country. Each member is issued a catalogue and he sends his requisition featuring his area of interest. On that demand, books are sent in these bags. Once returned, they bring new lists of requisitions. Thus, a cycle of fresh demand is initiated. More than 400 such bags are sent every month, catering to the reading needs of blind readers all over the country. To promote this social service, essentially for human betterment, the Postal Department provides services free of charge. Hence, all that is needed is to put in place a proper record of books issued and returned. These finely bound gifted volumes have titles embossed on their covers. The library is flooded with donated volumes, thereby increasing the existing collection manyfold. The other major source that pumps in hundreds of fresh volumes is quite adjacent to this place. This is the Central Braille Press. It was established in 1951 on the recommendations of the Expert Braille Committee. Prior to this, non-availability of Braille literature slowed the services to the blind in India. So, a dire need for a press was felt, and that culminated in the form of this press. Earlier, they used to publish books mainly in Hindi, but now printing goes in 5 different languages. Although earlier, stereotype machines were in use for embossing. Electric stereotype machines of American Printing House were popular in 1950s. Afterwards, they were replaced by electronic embosser from Germany.
इस मशीन से हम लोग ब्लाइंड बच्चों के लिए जो किताबें तैयार करते हैं उसकी मास्टर प्लेट तैयार करते हैं। मास्टर प्लेट से हम लोग जिंक या एल्युमिनियम प्लेट की तैयार करते हैं। यह 2 भागों में मुड़ी हुई होती है। इसे हम फोल्डेड इनटू हाफ बोल सकते हैं। नीचे वाला जो हिस्सा होता है इसे एम्बॉस्ड हिस्सा बोलते हैं और ऊपर वाला हिस्सा रेसिस्ट हिस्सा होता है। इसमें दोनों के कॉम्बिनेशन से इसमें पेपर पर इंप्रेशन आता है। इस मशीन में 6 बटन्स होते हैं। ये एम्बॉसिंग के लिए होते हैं, जैसे डॉट नंबर 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6। इनके कॉम्बिनेशन से 63 इंप्रेशंस तैयार होते हैं। 63 जो इंप्रेशंस जो होते हैं उन्हें हम लोगों ने अलग अलग लैंग्वेजेस के हिसाब से अडॉप्ट किया हुआ है और इनके द्वारा हम संसार की लगभग हर एक भाषा हम लोग इस पर लिख सकते हैं। इसमें सिर्फ हमें यदि ब्रेल की जानकारी है तो किसी भी एक सामान्य व्यक्ति को इस पर काम करने में कोई विशेष परेशानी नहीं होती।
This machine was a landmark in the history of printing for the blind. It served efficiently for many decades. But to persist with gradually decaying technology was not script for the blind. To augment braille printing, considerable portion of printing process is still carried out using old plates prepared on outmoded embossers.
प्रोटॉन तथा न्यूट्रॉन होते हैं। इलेक्ट्रॉन से लगभग
Srinath completed his studies in blind school at Orissa. Working here for some 13 years now, he has been assigned the task of proofreading.
2000 गुना भारी होती हैं। स्टॉप। नेक्स्ट पैरा। अलग अलग तत्वों के परमाणुओं में
Each letter and word printed has to undergo proper scrutiny for any error.
होते हैं। यहाँ स्पेस।
Mistakes detected are rectified and we see the ultimate product in the form of books. Presently, some 14 printing presses are in operation in the country. A prolific number of books in different regional languages and on diverse topics are printed to meet the stipulated demands. But demands are roaring and high. Moreover, production of braille literature in small quantity proves costly. Those who are not familiar with the language are thus left unprivileged. To meet this demand, an alternative major has been devised: talking books. This provides more scope to the vital element of clarity in communication with the blind. The National Institute for Visually Handicapped realized it way back, and the Talking Book Studio was set up in 1984.
Sudha has told me that Ambuja's Pati was 80 years old. She had been married to Vasu's father when she was 11 and had come to live in this house. Vasu's father died just after he was born.
This talking book library has some 18,000 beneficiaries who constitute its reader club. Today, the library has a mammoth collection of 17,000 master audio cassettes. Among its routine activities, the library brings out magazines that keeps the audience abreast with the latest happenings around. Efforts are being made to incorporate more and more facilities for this unprivileged class of society. Today, one witnesses phenomenal changes being brought about by IT revolution for human good. But simultaneously, it has left the visually impaired more vulnerable to keep pace with rapid advancements. But the National Institute for the Visually Handicapped has found an answer to this. It has successfully established the computing facility lab that exposes its blind inmates to a variety of computer operation programs, thus equipping them with the requisite IT skills to be at par with the changing times. All this is done so that the coming generation of the visually impaired do not encounter those impediments which their predecessors did.